What's up, SE Nation? So, whose job is it to make sure that we know the stakeholders, their needs, confirm that there's budget, or that they're willing to buy? Would that be the SE or the account manager? Last Monday, I published a podcast with my guest, Peter Cohan, and the subject was the perfect demo environment. Inspired by that, I started working on my own checklist, which would include a bunch of different stuff, including some of the things that the account manager is responsible for, at least in my opinion. And whenever I create a checklist like this, especially if I'm going to make it available for download, which it's not yet, but check the link, check the description below, because whenever it's available, I will add that to the description. But the point is, whenever I do something like that, I send it to a bunch of friends, not the friends, like my friends, who happen to be sales engineers or account managers, to just get their opinion. And a discussion started when I did that. So part of the checklist was make sure that account manager confirm that they have budget, make sure that they're willing to buy, they're not just tire kickers, and make sure that the sales engineer identifies the stakeholders and their needs. And the discussion came about, like, is it the account manager's job to identify stakeholders and their needs, or is it the sales engineers? Is it the sales engineer's job to identify the budget, or the account manager? My colleague, who himself is an account manager, says it's the account manager's job, and I agree with them 100%. Now, I'm one of the few lucky SEs who only had one account manager to work with. I didn't have a bunch of them, which meant I could accompany the account manager to discovery calls, even some qualifying calls, some meetings that I had nothing to do with. But if it didn't get in the way of working on a demo or doing anything that's sales engineering related specifically, I was able to attend, which enabled me to do some of the discovery questions, enabled me to actually confirm who the stakeholders are and what their needs. The big thing that the account managers I find sometimes are lacking, they could identify the stakeholders, but it's not necessary that they identify their needs. In many cases, I've had account managers come to me and say they want to see this product. Okay, which part of this product? This product does so much. It's like saying I want to see Salesforce, but Salesforce is a bunch of different systems working together. Like, which part? Right. The situation is a little bit different when there's a field sales engineer who's covering more than just one person, like I was. Some field engineers cover 2, 3. I know someone who covers up to 9 sales guys at one time. And these are field engineers, not inside sales engineers, which means they have to physically fly from one location to another. Now, I don't know if you're aware of this, but flying costs money. Not just that, SEs are not a free resource. We don't just drop everything and go whenever an account manager calls us to do something. Like, hey, just go help this customer, or just talk to this customer. We can do that via WebEx, but to physically drop everything and fly from one place to another is not really a good idea. Which means that's why I have it in my checklist, confirm that the account manager has a budget. Basically confirm that the account manager qualified the opportunity. Because if you're flying to an opportunity that's not even qualified and you get there, and the minimum sale price for your solution, product, whatever it is $500,000, and the customer only has $5,000 to spend, you just spent $5,000 flying from one place to another. Now, keep in mind, I'm in Canada. It always costs a lot to fly anywhere, but even like a couple $100 minimum flying within the US. That is why the sales engineer has to confirm with the account manager if the opportunity is qualified before they go in and do a demo and what the needs are. Again, SEs are not a free resource. SEs can make the company a lot of money. They can cost the company a lot of money, especially if they're doing things for free. And I'm not saying don't help your customers. Some companies that don't have customer success managers, it's part of the SE's job to be that customer success. And it's good for you in the future because they continue to buy. But if you're just helping for free with no expectation of a sale in the end, then you're not doing your job. Your job is to sell, sales engineer. And if the demo is not qualified and you don't know what to demo, what are you going to do there? Which is why it's in the top of the checklist. You need to know what you're going to demo. A lot of account managers, I had an account manager who came to me and said, the customer needs a demo tomorrow. I talked to the customer directly because I have a relationship, and I pushed it a few days from now. And then I went and actually worked with the customer. I did my own discovery. And it turns out what my sales guy said and what the customer want are not exactly they don't match one to one. They were a little bit different. So I had to come about it a different way. And then when I did the demo, my account manager was there. And when I walked out, my account manager came to me and said, couldn't you have done this that day of? It's just clicking a few buttons. That's what sales engineers do to some account managers. According to some account managers, we click buttons. So it is your job, your responsibility to do the correct demo. Whenever you're doing the checklist, make sure that it is qualified, the deal is qualified, and you know what you're demoing. Top 2 items on the checklist. So again, a link to the checklist will be in the description as soon as it's ready. So scroll down and check it out. And on your way there, hit the like button if you do like it. It seems to help the YouTube gods figure out that this is a good video. And only hit it if you think it's a good video. If you think it's a bad video, well, tell me why, because I want to get better. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the different stuff that all YouTubers say. Not that I'm a YouTuber. Oh boy. I might be a YouTuber. I'll see you guys next time.